Hi, this is Emily. I want to do an update on my health and how I'm doing since I am finally starting to feel quite a bit better. I'm still sick, but my illness has had me in the grips so badly that, oh my gosh, I almost just wanted to die, okay? I was so sick last week and then this week especially. Um, I don't know if you want to call it a detox or a cold or the flu or seasonal allergies or a combination of everything all mixed together. I'm still questioning what my problem is. But, so here's what ended up happening. So this week I ended up having to miss Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from work because I had a sore throat so terrible, located on the left side of my throat, that was so painful that I would just sit and cry. And I mean, it was horrific pain. And then I had congestion, which I'm still congested. Um, I would say I'm 65% better when it comes to this congestion, but I have had congestion through here, through my sinuses, and then in my both my ears. But my right ear has been very much worse, to the point of it's been just horrible pain, and I've had problems with this right ear for about 1 year now, a little over 1 year. Off and on weird pain, and I had an ear infection in this ear a little over a year ago, and it just decided to come back. So I think that means it never truly left. It's just made a comeback. Well, that is almost completely cleared up now. I'm still a little bit deaf, but I can hear. During earlier in the week, I lost my voice over last weekend. I pretty much completely lost my voice by Monday. So I had to not be at work for a few days, but today I went to work. I just got off of work and I'm really surprised. I thought that I'd come home and I would be so sick from having to, live my life and be at work all day, but I actually don't feel too terrible. I feel like I'm getting stronger and I'm definitely on the mend. So I'm super happy about that. So my sore throat is hardly anything now. My ear is almost clear, and yeah, this congestion up here is close to being gone, and around here too. So I feel like I'm 70% better overall, and so that's wonderful. So what I want to talk about is, how am I going to prevent this from happening to me again? Because I've been getting sick a lot over the past year that I was transitioning onto a vegan diet. And now that I am eating this plant-based, beautiful, wonderful, raw tofu diet, I'm keeping up with this sickness. I keep getting sick over and over again. And I don't want to just completely blame it on the diet. It could be that, I may have seasonal allergies going on. I may just have a really weak immune system, and that's something I'm going to try to start improving on in the next few months, and hopefully I can help myself with that. But so while I was sick, I was really craving cooked foods, and so I kind of stopped doing raw tofu. I was still eating a raw breakfast, but for lunch I was eating like a sandwich with bread, and for dinner I was eating like cooked soups, things like that. And I was doing these cooked meals because I had read somewhere that eating cooked food, bringing more cooked food into the diet, will help you to slow down the detox, which is making me feel so sick. If that is the case, that I am detoxing really heavily right now, then the detox should slow down by me eating all these cooked foods. So that's what I was doing while I was sick. I was eating a lot of plant-based cooked foods, and I tried to find organic, non-GMO as much as possible. And And maybe that's what's helping me get better, or maybe my body is just saying, okay, I'm done fighting this. I want to be healthy now. I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of clueless on this subject. So that's what I've been doing, and I am starting to feel better now, so maybe it is helping me. Maybe it has nothing to do with it. I don't know. The other thing I want to talk about is I did go see my doctor on Monday, and I told him about all my symptoms that are going on, and really, he couldn't do much for me. He wasn't really willing to test me to find out if I have a bacterial or rather a viral infection going on, but he did find fluid in my right ear that I keep talking about. That's the one that's got an infection. He said he did find fluid in there, and he told me that it has not been sitting there for over a year. It looks like it's only been sitting there for a few days or whatever, and I agree with that, even though this ear has been having problems. What should I say? Basically, he did prescribe me antibiotics, but I am absolutely terrified of antibiotics. So I told him that I'm going to hold off, and if I don't get better in the next few days, if I don't see an improvement, then I'll go ahead and take them. But if I do see an improvement, then I'm not going to take them. And he thought that was reasonable. So I didn't end up taking the antibiotics, and I am getting better on my own. But I'm going to do another video about a couple things I've been using to help me get better, in case it might help some of you guys out there that are suffering from these symptoms, whether it is detox or some kind of sickness. I do have a couple products that I found that actually have helped me that I Googled. So next thing, I asked him if we could check my cholesterol and, you know, my glucose, and check me for different vitamin deficiencies, and including B12 and that kind of thing. My B12 results haven't come back yet, so I have no idea how I'm doing on that yet. But he did check my cholesterol, glucose, and other deficiencies. He did like a full lipid panel and a full blood panel, I believe is what he called them. And I do have my results back for most of everything I asked for. But, sorry. But here's the thing. When I was talking to him, I told him, you know, the last time I had my cholesterol checked, I do have high cholesterol, and I've had high cholesterol for about 5 years now. And so he, you know, just really easily pulled up my, sorry, I need to look at the camera. He pulled up my cholesterol results for the last many years. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 years. And he told me, you do not have high cholesterol. And I said, yes, I do. And he said, no, you don't. And I said, yes, I do. Look at the numbers. Look at my total cholesterol numbers. You cannot tell me I don't have high cholesterol. And he looked, and he showed me the screen. You know, my first record of cholesterol that was taken was at 241 for my total overall cholesterol was at 241. And then every year that I did go and get tested for my cholesterol, it gets better and better every year. But I'm like, no, I was told I have high cholesterol, and really, isn't anything above 150 considered high? And he said no. And I said, well, what's considered high? What's considered normal cholesterol? And he didn't give me an answer. He just kind of kept clicking on things on the computer, and he looked at my LDL, triglyceride, you know, all of those, and he's like, you're doing fine. And I'm like, really? So I did get my cholesterol back, and it has lowered, which I'm really excited about. Yay! My cholesterol's down to 184, I believe. And like I said, I've been transitioning onto this plant-based diet for almost a full year, and then in January I have been sticking to the raw till 4. of this year, January of this year. And so it has helped. My efforts have not gone to waste. My cholesterol's down to 184 from 241, so that is wonderful. I'm really happy about that. But I told him I would like to continue to see this number drop and to have lower cholesterol, because I do think that that's a little high. And he just didn't agree with me, and I thought that was kind of strange, especially after reading the China study. And I do not own my China study, my copy of China study anymore. I gave it to a friend. So I don't know exactly what chapter T. Colin Campbell talks about about cholesterol, but I believe it's a chapter where he's referencing Esselstyn and the different information on heart health. So I don't know what to think about that. I thought it was clean, cut, and dry about cholesterol levels and what's healthy and what's not, but apparently not everyone agrees on it, so I don't know, I'm kind of confused. But I would still like to see that number go down, and I'm happy it has been going down. I'm really happy and excited about that. And so, my glucose was in the 80s, and that's good, right? It's every year that I've been testing my glucose, it's stayed in the low to high 80s. So I think that's fair. That's a good reading right there. So hopefully I am just getting healthier. Hopefully this detox is not going to keep coming back over and over again. Hopefully this is the last time, but I can't promise it will be, so I'm just going to go back to doing what I was doing and hope that I don't get sick again, and if I do, oh well. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. I hope to hear from you guys. If anyone else is having these weird illnesses like me, I also want to go to an allergist and maybe a naturopath to get some allergy testing done. So if I do that, I'll make a video on it. So thank you. Bye.